Well, hello. We're back again. And my hair's shorter. Ironic. Okay, so a few days ago, actually a week ago, I don't even know how long ago because I just have lost track of time and complete and utter sense of that word. But a little while ago, I did a little poll for you guys in the community tab to ask, what would you think if I, instead of doing this animated story crap in like a single video per story, we go over multiple stories per video and like go over them in a shorter form and give them a little score based on this wacky score system I'll come up with as we go. I don't even understand what I'm doing. And give a bit of commentary on it. Let's get started off with this madness, with the first one being called I hid underneath my parents' bed and I saw everything.
I have two older brothers, or should I say had two older brothers, since they are no longer living with us. I had
Well, sad point.
no idea where they went, and my parents refused to give me a straight answer. When I ask, I always get, they went to stay with your grandparents, or it doesn't matter anymore, they're gone. I remember the last time I saw my oldest brother, Matthew. My father and him were having a big fight. The next day, my brother disappeared. His room was empty, and my parents acted like everything was normal.
I mean, from this first 30 seconds, this is really interesting. Are they trying to set it up that his older brothers were killed or something? Like, something ridiculously, so ridiculously stupid, it's not even funny. I don't know.
Plan was that I would sneak into their bedroom and hide underneath their bed before they went in there to go to sleep, and I would just sneak out after they fell asleep. Seems foolproof, right?
No, it doesn't. It's a type of plan like that where you sneak in and then sneak in before they come in, wait until they sleep. Once they start sleeping, you sneak out. You kind of setting yourself up to get caught when you sneak out, you know?
Maybe this way I could get in the hell were they talking about? Yeah, you're right, my father replied. We'll try to figure something else out. I heard the sound of a quick kiss. The bed creaked as my father got comfortable. And then there was nothing but breathing, and in between each breath, an echoing silence. After I knew that they were asleep, I quietly made my way out of the bedroom and back to my room. Lying in bed,
What could you get from that type of conversation, from the end of a conversation? Like, oh yeah, I mean, that sounds like a good idea. Oh, but we should try something else before we do something that drastic. Oh yeah, I like that idea. What are you gonna get from that, huh? Tell me.
I tried to figure out what they could have been talking about. The next day, I decided that I was going to hide underneath their bed again. And not fall asleep this time. I have to figure something out, my mother said. And I know that you don't want to do anything as drastic as what happened before. I like it more than I like the others. I heard my father sigh deeply. Yeah, but we can't keep doing this. It's draining us out.
Like what? Are they trying to get rid of their children? And how does this title relate to this so far?
My father shifted his weight above me. Listen, get some sleep. I heard the kissing sound again. Try not to think about it. After I got back to my bedroom, I tried to piece together what I had heard. My parents did something to my brothers. I don't know what it was, but I was starting to get the feeling that they weren't staying with my grandparents like they said. The next few nights were uneventful, and they didn't bring anything new up, but something weird started happening. My parents were being nice to me. I found both of them staring at me with a smile on their faces, and their eyes lost in a daydream. They would get up and leave the room, and I would be left with a creepy feeling.
But isn't that what you've kind of half wanted? You wanted them to pay attention to you again because they've been ignoring you?
After nearly off of it $250,000. Their plan was to let us go as soon as we turned 18 without exposing their illegal adoption. That's why they tricked one of my brothers into working abroad, after they sent him an email claiming to be a known company. And as for my other brother, they lied to him and said his real parents were millionaires who live in South Africa, and now he's out there looking for them. As for me, the plan was to send me off to the military and cut all contact with me and move to another country. I couldn't believe it. They have scammed me my whole life. Tears were running down my cheeks. I wanted to get out of there. But that's when my father yelled, "Where do you think you're going with all these secrets? You will be spending some time in the basement." And before I knew it, he grabbed me aggressively. My alleged mother started helping him get me under control, but that's when the police broke in and they stopped them. After that, both of them got locked up, and the police closed down the investigation. However, I'm still searching for my brothers, and I hope I'll find them one day.
This, for the first time, is an actual interesting story. Whether it's true or not is really up to your opinion. I may not believe it's true because of the over-exaggeration and bull crap that comes with these animated story videos. But I feel like this is actually one of the first ones I've watched that are actually interesting, because it isn't filled with innuendo jokes of bull nonsense. Like, I'm trying to come up with words that aren't exactly swear words, just so I don't get demonetized as much, because that's still a pain in the ass. But no, this one was actually interesting. I'll give them that one. Give them that one. And this one's called I Hid Underneath My Parents' Bed and I Saw Everything. I don't understand why you saw everything, because you really didn't. You just heard a little bit of extra information and you ran to the police and they told you everything. But whatever stuff. So I'll give this slightly okay out of it could be better. Anyway, moving on to the next one. I see a stranger secretly lived in my home for 16 years. Again, from My Story Animated, because there's some interesting ones on the channel. This one is pretty...
Hi, my name is Tammy. I am adopted, originally from China. I never met my biological mom and dad. When I was only a baby,
I mean, straight to the point. We already know she's adopted, unlike the last one.
When I was about 6 years old, I spotted my dad coming out of the room, drenched in a red substance. When I asked him about it, he said that he was experimenting with something for work, so I just forgot about it.
I mean, since they're journalists, it could be like... They could be exposing photos in there. I don't know too much about that stuff, but journalists can get up to some pretty interesting things when they have the stuff to do so. And maybe that's why you can't go in there, because it's dangerous. I don't know, I guess we'll find out more.
Became louder. Just as I was about to pull the sheet away, my parents were screaming, "Tammy, what did we say? You're not allowed in here!" They yanked me out of the room and put me back into bed. My dad explained that it was a research project for his job. I pretended to fall asleep, and my mom told my dad, "She's getting curious. We need something to keep her occupied." The next morning...
The fact that you can remember something as little as that is interesting to say the least.
The room was completely empty, as if nothing was ever there. That morning at breakfast, my parents announced that they were going to adopt a boy, and he was moving into that room. And he did. That night, we became a happy family. I really loved my new brother. We did everything together.
Everything. I can't help but see a bad innuendo when she says, "and we did everything together," because of the goddamn nature of these videos.
Was someone living in here? I was so scared that I ran to my bedroom. A few hours later, my mom came rushing back into the home. I could hear someone screaming, "Let me go! Let me go!" I could hear my mom saying, "Hush now, it's for the best." And then there was silence. Around the dinner table that night, everyone was quiet.
Since when was there music in these things? I swear, in the many videos we've watched over the past few months, there's been never been any form of music in the background. I mean, you obviously don't know that because I always put music on the background myself, but there normally never is anything. This is interesting.
Achoo. Bless you.
Is that rain? Better not be rain. Never mind, it's just super windy.
I asked her if she had a wish. "I wish I could live one day in your shoes." And she blew out the candle. I suggested that she went upstairs as me, Tammy. We changed clothes and she went upstairs. And everyone started singing happy birthday. No one realized that it wasn't really me. Not even my parents. Since our 16th birthday, we would swap places a lot more. Eliza was a genius. Once she even went to school like me. Our maths teacher wrote a difficult equation on the board. Eliza put up her hand to try it.
You know, I kind of picked these videos as expecting them to be something stupid and funny, or so ridiculously over-exaggerated that it would be funny. But this is just, like, these are genuinely interesting stories. Yes, they're probably all fake, and probably over-exaggerated to the point where it's not even funny, but these are actually interesting stories, unlike previous ones.
I jumped and ran to her. "Mom, it's me, Tammy. Eliza locked me inside this room. Please, let me out." My mom slapped me across the face. Stop trying to get out of here, Eliza. You know it's better for you to stay inside. I cried, but my mom didn't believe me. My mom would visit me every night thinking that I was Eliza. What's wrong with Eliza? I asked my mom after a few weeks. Eliza, you're not mentally stable. You know this. You attempted to hurt your sister many times before when you were younger. It was better to keep the two of you apart.
Okay, I don't even know if I want to. Yeah, this is so weird. Like, I've never watched any of these videos expecting anything I've never seen anything like this come out of one of these videos. Yes, again, as I mentioned before, it's probably all a lie and over-exaggerated, but it's still interesting to see.
In the past. One holiday, Sam and I went to visit my parents. I spotted a letter on their counter from a mental institution. Turns out, Eliza was permanently admitted and was being cared for under strict supervision. Sam and I could finally relax and start our own family. And guess what? I found out today that I'm pregnant.
What with my picks today? I picked these ones expecting some complete utter stupidity, but they're actually quite interesting. Again, as I said, probably not real, but maybe they're actually improving their content. Rating for that one, I think I'll give that one a genuinely interesting out of it could have been better. Why is that what I'm rating these things? Anyway, links down below. Go check it out if you're actually interested in the full thing. But anyway, on to the last one. I was a homeless teen for 1 year. This is the oldest one out of the lot. Let's go.
As my parents dropped me at the bus station, I got bad vibes. My parents weren't
Wow. We really started off this one strong.
exactly over. I was bursting for the toilet, so I ducked down to grab my bag, but it wasn't there. I started to panic. I checked in the overhead bin, but it wasn't anywhere to be seen. This couldn't be happening.
This is a tip for you guys here. If you're ever traveling on any form of public transport and you're going to fall asleep, here's a little tip. Wrap the bags, wrap the handles of your bags or the straps of your bags around your legs, so if someone tries to take them, it pulls your legs with them and wakes you up. It's a really good tip to have, and it's a really smart way to travel if you know you may fall asleep. I'm starting to believe that Share My Story Animated is now a changed channel, and they're actually making some decent, actually intriguing content. That might just be me. Gonna be honest, I've never actually been that interested in watching one of these videos all the way through. Except until today, at least. Again, whether this is real or not is really up for debate. Anyway, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like down below. If you do like this idea, then maybe we'll do it some more. I'm not too sure, as I actually do want to find some more kooky ones, like the ones that we've been watching in the past, the more absurdly stupid ones than these ones, because these are actually genuinely interesting. Again, whether they're real or not is up for the debate. I probably don't believe a majority of these are real. I do believe there may be some merit behind the stories, but they might not be completely true. They might be over-exaggerated for the sake of over-exaggerating. But these were genuinely good, genuinely fun to watch and just see. I don't know. As I said earlier, all links for these ones are down below. Go check them out if you want to see the full thing. As mentioned already, you're only seeing the small snippets of this. Anyway, guys, till next time, guys. If you did enjoy this one, make sure to leave a like down below. If you haven't already, make sure to smash that subscribe button. Anyway, see ya.